What's up, everybody? I have good news and bad news. The good news is I'm going to quickly show you the awesome Midrange Starhorn deck that we worked on during the stream. The bad news is that I am leaving for a week and I will not be making content about it until next week, which sucks because this deck is awesome, it's super fun, and I have lots of ideas for stuff to make about it. Allow me to quickly explain what it does and show you the list as it stands, and then I have to go in like a half hour, so let's get this done. So basically the basis of this deck is to use Flash Reincarnation and Kujata to accelerate out big threats, but to do so without burning yourself out. That is, to still have enough value in your deck to maintain an attack for an indefinite period of time while still being fast, while still being quick on the attack. So Kujata and Flash both make minions cost less mana, but they make them take damage. However, Sunsteel Defender, and to a lesser extent Exun, both have Force Field, so if you accelerate them out with those methods, they don't take damage because their Force Field will block the damage from the acceleration, and then you get huge threats for not very much. So very strong. Sunsteel Defender makes a really good early play, and Exun will allow you to sustain your card advantage forever. A particularly good play with this card is to put it in front of an enemy battle pet, and then it will have to attack Exun, which will make it die probably because Exun is really strong, and then you'll draw a card. Super good way to guarantee value. Besides that, we just have some nice early game plays. Young Silithar, obviously solid card. Saberspine Tiger, particularly good when you get it off Kujata, since it only takes 1 damage and becomes a 3/1 for 2 with Rush. That's really strong. Thumping Wave is some finisher, and you can also use it as a silence. If there's something you have to get out of the way, use it on your opponent's minion and just do nothing to it, and at end of turn it will turn into a harmless 3/3. You also have some Ephemeral Shrouds for silence if you would so choose. Earth Sphere is to make sure that you do not die when the game goes very long. This deck is capable of fighting a long game, but to survive that type of fight you need healing, so we have Earth Sphere. Dancing Blades is a great minion to accelerate out, and I don't really think this card needs introduction because it's really good. Plasma Storm destroys all of the decks that have lots of little things. One problem with this deck is that it does not have a large number of threats, it just has high quality threats. So if your opponent plays like Lilith Abyssian with the card that has Death Watch, you get a 1/1 Wraithling, that's going to be hard to deal with, but you can just Plasma Storm it. And if your opponent plays Vitruvian and has lots of obelisks and stuff, that is a lot of targets that you don't have things to deal with, but you can just Plasma Storm it, so awesome card. You do replace it a lot though. Jack's True Sight is the secret tech, so not only can you accelerate this out using Flash Reincarnation to get it for 4 mana, and only the Jax itself takes the damage, you get your 4 little dudes still, but also you can combine it with Razor Skin to give all the little mini Jaxes 1 more attack for just 1 mana. And this card does not even reduce the number of minions in your deck because it gives you a battle pet when you play it, which you can accelerate out with Kujata because these battle pets always cost 1, so it will be free off of Kujata. And the reason that we need lots of minions is for Mandrake. This deck has just enough minion density to still play Mandrake for good value. This allows you to make a massive tempo swing where you play like a Kujata and an Exun and Mandrake on the same turn on like turn 7 and 8 math, and it's crazy, very very strong. So use your Mandrake after you have evened out the game, pivoting from early to late game with your Dancing Blades or something. Use Mandrake to overpower your opponent's late game by getting a free 6/6 on top of your good late game plays. And Mechantor Warbeast is just really good. So, have a nice week everyone, enjoy playing this deck, it is fantastic, I've been doing very well and I'm climbing steadily, and I'll see you next week. I hope that you enjoy yourselves as much as I know I will. See you next time.